Alrighty guys, we're just gonna jump straight into the game. And first of all, my name is Cool Shaman. Just jumping straight into the trash game. Now, what I'm doing right now is a basic strategy that pretty much everyone does in the game that's human. There are two races, human and mutant. Right now, me and my buddy are human. And the opponent, one is human and one is mutant. And so this is the basic strategy, but I add my own little twist to it. You see that heal hut right there? Of course, it's to heal your units. Most of the units in this game are pretty much exactly what they are. Like, I'm making Gatling cars right now. What are they? Cars that have Gatling guns on them. And so, normally in the beginning, they make other people make two garages and one heal hut, but I decide that I want to make two garages and wait a little while for my heal hut. And now, as you can see, my dump trucks are collecting trash, and that's the name of the game, trash, and that's your basic resource. And then I've got two refineries on the side which make gas, and gas is pretty much for all units except for peacekeepers, which are free, but I'll go into detail about them later. Now, as you can see, there's on the green area, it's pretty much called toxic. It's called toxic waste, and you can build upgrades on them. And basically what I just built there was a running gun. Normally you'd build this after your first garage is finished. And basically what it does is it allows your units to run and gun. Get it? Well, enough for my corny jokes. And also in the beginning, I make a dump truck. And dump trucks are, of course, the ones that collect trash. Now, this game is kind of like StarCraft 2 in that it's an RTS, but it's not exactly StarCraft 2, of course. Because, well, different mechanics, different units, and such, and different races. Now, in Trash, it's more of a micro-based game than a macro, because in SC2, in the beginning, you just build a bunch of workers and stuff. Here, if you build too many workers, you'll die, because you'll waste your gas on it. And right here, I'm attacking his units. Now, you'll see me do a little micro to make sure that my unit doesn't die. As you can see, I pulled it back, and he used both of his gats to attack my other healed gat. That was pretty much near full HP, while his other gat's getting hurt, and he's not pulling it back. Now, what you can see is, in the front, he's making two flame huts. And flame huts are pretty much static structures, and as you just saw, I killed one of his units, then ran away. Now, because this game is micro-based, you are pretty much given small amounts of units, pretty much, well, in the beginning, of course, just like every other game, and you have to use them wisely. Now, as you can see, I quickly just put something on the precious metal. I'll tell you about it later. It's another upgrade for my army. And here, I was just looking at my partner, making sure, he wasn't dying or anything. I know him in real life, and we kind of play together. And, oh yeah, earlier, you kind of saw me stop making Gatling cars and made these bikes. They're called flame bikes. Pretty much, they shoot fire. And the only reason I did that was because my partner told me that the opponent that I'm against, named George, sucked. And so I was like, okay, might as well try and do something funky, because flame bikes versus Gatling cars is not a good idea. Usually Gatling cars would win unless the flame bikes were heavily upgraded. But in the map we're currently playing, which is called Labby, there are low amounts of upgrades. There's only one toxic and one precious metal in your base, and if you try to look around outside, you won't find any other source except for one precious metal in between you and your opponent. And pretty much what this map is pretty much like a 1v1 type map, but as you can see, it's a 2v2. But there's just one straight pathway directly to your enemy. Your enemy is very close, your partners are far away. And there's also another function of this map. If you turn on teammates together, you both will be on the same side, and the opponents will be on the other side. Of course, people find teammates together really newbie in Trash, and so nobody really does it. And as you can see, I'm ready to attack. And also you can see I have about 7 units and he only has 3. So of course he's gonna have to back up. Me, of course I'm gonna go on the attack. But once I get there, I'm gonna be surprised because there's 2 flame turrets. And of course I told you these are stationary. So I decided maybe I should just run into the middle of his base. So I ran into the middle. And as you can see, my flame bikes mostly do more damage to structures. So as you can see, I said them to attack the structures while my Gatling cars attacked the actual other opponent's Gatling cars. Now you see the heal HUD, it's healing. It's healing his units while I'm attacking it, so I'm not doing that much damage to him. But I still ended up killing him. And also the heal HUD cannot heal if the unit is moving. If the unit is not moving, then it can heal. And I don't know if you saw, but I lost 1 unit the entire attack. I lost only 1 unit while he lost 1 unit and a building. And so I'm on the upside right now because A, I've got a bigger army, B, I've lost less stuff. And in this game, you want to lose less stuff. And mostly because you also have limited resources, just like StarCraft 2, where you have limited amount of minerals, but gas is pretty much almost unlimited. As you can see, we have refineries back there, and basically what they do is after a certain amount of time, they'll give you 1 gas. After a certain amount of time, they'll give you 1 gas. And so you will pretty much unlimited gas because the gas never runs out, but you're pretty much it's like you can't get it any faster unless you have more refineries. And in this map there aren't really resources outside, so it's kind of hard. And as you can see, I'm burning down these trees because they are annoying me. The pathfinding with my flame bikes is horrible when these trees are in the way, because they run around the trees and stuff, and I really hate it. Sometimes I send my unit back, and this game has a pretty nifty thing that I use, but mostly I guess you could say pros in the game don't use. It's called flee, and you can just set a flee point, and when you press E, the unit will just move there. Like, it will go out of every single group selection and go there. So it makes microing for me easier, but some other people find it newbie and they like doing regular micro without flee, but I love using flee. And so I'm burning down the trees so that my units can move better. And also you'll see sometimes when I send them back, what will happen is my other units are blocking the way, and that 1 unit that was low in health in the front will die because of that. I kind of find that annoying, but I guess it's kind of true on the real battlefield, so I guess that brings in some realism. And let's see. As you can see, my units are glowing blue. Remember that one upgrade I made right there in the precious metal area? Pretty much, it allows you to pick 1 of 3 resistance, and it will give your army that resistance. And I chose piercing because he had Gatling cars. Now my partner reminded me that in the middle there's 1 precious metal, and so I got something called detection, which allows me to find precious metal in the battlefield. Now what you saw me right there is put pretty much a defensive offensive flame turret, because 1, it's defensive because it protects me, and 2, it's offensive because it's near his base, and so he won't be able to get out without, facing it or running past it and taking lots of damage. Sorry, I gotta catch my breath here. I've been talking for a really long time, and my the monitor keeps on going to sleep. And as you can see, I'm trying to build an upgrade. Of course, I can't see the precious metal thing yet. There it is. Now I'm trying to build an upgrade. Now what this upgrade does, it increases my flame damage, which is really good for my flame cars, but it doesn't affect my Gatling cars. Now, I don't like this turret placement right now, as you can see where it is, because see, his units can see me. If I can see him, he normally can see me. So I want to put it more off to the side where he can't see me, so that it's kind of a surprise, but he saw it. So I need to defend myself. So we're having a quick fight. And as you can see, flame cars are kind of good, but Gatling cars do so much damage. They do 7 damage each time they fire, and they have a pretty good rate of fire. Of course, I do burn over time. I do flame damage over time. And I can catch them on fire sometimes, but it doesn't last too long unless I have upgrades. Yeah, so that flame damage upgrade that you saw helps do more damage over time. And also, an interesting thing about this is, unlike CS2, or CS2 or CS1, I mean not CS, SC, yeah, StarCraft, that's what I was talking about. If units die, they drop a certain amount of trash pertaining to how much trash it took to build them. So like, a Gatling car takes 25 trash to build, and if that Gatling car dies, it drops 25 trash. Unlike in StarCraft, where it doesn't drop minerals. But I guess that wouldn't be exactly correct if they randomly drop minerals. But I mean, trash, that kind of makes sense, you know. And I was just, looking at my partner, make sure he's doing good. Later on, I try to go help him, even though he doesn't really need help, but I was just gonna try to help him, so we can end the game faster. But he was like, nah, man, let me take him, so that, it's more fun if, you try to kill someone by yourself than if someone comes with the rape army and we just, double him. Now, as you saw, oh, yeah, see, you see that little bomb thing? Well, you can research that in the combustive DMG upgrade building, which is that building right there that increased my flame damage. And basically what it does is it costs 50 trash, and it's a bomb. And there's only, like, after a certain amount of time, there'll be one extra sticky bomb, which is what it's called, upgrade. And basically, after a certain amount of time, there'll be another one and another one, and every one sticky bomb upgrade allows one of your flame bikes a sticky bomb. And so, like, if I have 2 sticky bomb upgrades, then 2 of my flame bikes will get sticky bomb, and they can use the sticky bomb. And after a little while, they'll be able to use the sticky bomb again. So it's pretty much kind of reusable type thing. And so basically what a sticky bomb does is you have to get close enough and the unit will shoot the sticky bomb. Now only certain units can get the sticky bomb upgrade, including flame bikes. There's a couple other, but maybe I'll go into detail later. Mostly if you want to see, this is the part where I come and attack, and but then he's like, no, go back. There's a little flare thing in this game. Instead of pinging, well, and you see the little flare? It's kind of like the, what's it called? The nuclear sign or something like that? The danger sign, I guess. And so, basically, he was just telling me, don't attack, let me try to kill him. So I was like, okay. So I ran back. And so, and I lost my train of thought. Oh, the sticky bomb upgrade. What it does is once you get close enough, it will shoot the sticky bomb, and after a certain amount of time, it even shows the time on screen when it blows up, and both players, enemies and allies, will be able to see how much time it will take before it blows up. And when it blows up, it does a huge amount of damage. Plus, it does AEO damage of the units nearby it. So, like, if I'm using the sticky bomb upgrade here, it's gonna shoot out. Hopefully it shoots out and I can show you how it looks like. Well, I used it a couple times, so you'll be able to see. Oh, see, I don't know if you quickly saw that, but did you see that huge amount of damage? Well, that's what it does. One sticky bomb isn't able to kill a Gatling car, but 2, I believe, is. And